Yes.
Ready?
No way, Jose.
So-
Break it down.
Boom. It's your shake.
Dude was just being the coolest.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
Welcome back to Another Day, Another Way podcast, where we get real about college, young adult life, and where every day we try to live in a better way. I'm Jose.
I'm Marlene.
And I'm Fernanda. We
Hey.
are back. We
Hey.
are back. It's
Hey.
time. ADW is back. Yeah.
Okay.
It's back. Yeah.
All right. Not too much now. Awkward. All right. Straight off the bat,
Go ahead.
we got a very important thing to tell y'all. There's two things. This is gonna be the last episode of this season, which is just wild to me. It's been
56 episodes.
56.
it's crazy.
What?
Goodness.
So many good memories.
But yeah. In other hands, we got one of the most important stories in the Bible that we want to talk to.
Mm.
In the Bible.
So, y'all ready?
Yes.
We're ready. We ready.
All right.
Oh.
Straight off. I mean, most people, it's either Christianity is real or it's fake. Is what the Bible says is real or is it fake? Somebody made it up or what? Have y'all had like people that said that to y'all?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that I'm friends on Facebook with that are completely against the Bible. And there are some that are completely for the Bible.
Yeah. Or they just, for example, a lot of say, but there's all these other religions and then there's all these other things. So really, they're like, I don't know what to believe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe something so like life changing
Yeah.
just because somebody tells it to you. It's hard. So we gotta look at the facts. You know, this is a book that was made thousands of years ago. There's
By
hundreds
so
of
many.
people that were inspired by the Spirit to write this, and they all like they connect. I'm pretty sure like the Bible is like one of the books that has like the most like connections.
Yeah,
different spots in the
is
Bible, like-
it is the book
like-
that has the most connections.
Yeah, you can look it up and like
There's a
like a
map,
little map
yeah.
thing, and it's just so many things going from the very beginning of it all the way to the end, and it's crazy. But that's why we're gonna try to answer this in this episode. I mean, Christianity rises or falls on one claim: did Jesus actually rise from the dead? If he didn't, then Christianity is false. It's just every single claim just drops, collapses.
Lie.
But if he did, then it changes everything, you know? In Matthew chapter 28, verses 1 through 20, we see two major things, which is the resurrection and the commission. And we're going to break it down.
Yes, let's
So-
break it
Let's look through
down.
Let's look through it, yeah.
Exactly. So from verse 1 through 10, or 1 through 4, it's talking about the empty tomb. So Marlon talked about it last episode. Jesus was crucified. Why? Because people didn't like what they were hearing.
Yeah.
They want to have control over their life. They want to be, this is this, you know? Like, who is this guy? Like, no. So his body was prepared, everything. And there was a big old, he was put in the tomb that a rich guy paid for.
Yeah,
like,
Jose de Arimatea.
yeah. So he was put on that tomb, and normally it's just like, it's whatever, just leave it like that, you know? But since Jesus had such a big movement, so many people followed him, so many everything, you
Followers,
know?
yeah.
Exactly. He had said before that he was gonna die, but he's gonna resurrect on
He's
the
gonna come
third
back.
day. He's gonna come back. He's like, I'm gonna come back, guys. And so the Romans were like, all right, this dude caused so much commotion and so many issues for us. Like the Jews were going against their own people. We have to make sure like nobody tries to like make something that obviously is not gonna happen because that's gonna cause more issues for us. So it's like, okay, let's put this big old rock that it takes a lot of people to move.
One person
And
couldn't move it.
no way they could move it.
I don't even think two people.
No way, Jose.
nobody.
No way, Jose.
Okay, that's it. And then they even put two Roman guards. So these Roman guards, they
They're strapped.
didn't believe in Jesus or anything of what he did or anything. They're like, separate from everything, you know?
They're
Yes.
Like, if he comes out, we gonna stab him.
Because it could be like if they put like a Hebrew like guards there, maybe they're part of Jesus' thing and they'll help get rid of the body or something. That's what they were thinking. The Romans
It was
were
an
thinking.
unbiased group.
Exactly.
Like they are not in it to like be part of it, to conspire.
Yeah.
Okay, exactly. So the tomb was like sealed, and then out of nowhere, boom! It shakes everything. The rock, the stone, boom, moves out of the way, and then
Angel.
exactly. And then the Romans are like, "Oh, what happened?" They go check, empty.
Something.
It's empty. And then what happened, Fer?
So, actually, the Romans were scared. They ran, basically.
No, they ran.
And then these women called Mary Magdalene, and in Matthew it says the other Mary, they were on they saw the whole thing happen. And then they literally got to speak to the angel, and the angel told them, do not be scared. Because remember what Jesus told you? He said on the third day, he'll resurrect. He's no longer here, y'all. He resurrected. Go and tell people.
Yeah. And why is this like so like important? Like this woman found this.
Well, back in the day, as you know, women were not taken seriously. They had no power. Their words didn't really matter. They had to marry to be somebody. They had to have sons so that they would be taken care of. Like they literally, without a man, they were nothing. So the fact that the women were the first witnesses, it was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, they the first to be at the tomb. They were the first to see Jesus, well, he was risen too, it says in the Bible. And then after this, what happened after that, Marlon?
Yeah. So obviously they were like, you know what, women, no way, you guys are not right. So then the men went and checked, right, and the men also confirmed that he was not there. Then everybody knows, right? So then the religious leaders they find out, they're like, what? There's no way, like this guy's risen. And they try to bribe the security guards, right? And they're like, no, you're going to say that they stole the body, right? That they're making this up.
But the disciples stole the body.
The disciples stole the body. But then they know that the tomb was empty. They know what happened. You know,
it's crazy that they still didn't even believe then.
They're like, what? That is crazy. Like they saw that, and they're like, no, you know what? Maybe he was the Son of God. Maybe we should do the right thing.
Nothing. No remorse. Nothing.
No.
Yeah, they tried to bribe the guards that ran away, scared from everything they saw. And they're like, nah, but that thing's empty.
Like, it's empty.
Talking.
You should be like, what the heck?
So,
this is actually...
Exactly. They attempted to cover it up, but it failed.
Yes.
Badly. Okay, so that was the resurrection and everything that the Bible tells us in this book.
Alive.
Exactly. And now we're coming to the commissioning of the Messiah, which is verses 16 through 20. And then, Fed, what does it start with?
It says, all authority has been given to me. Jesus speaking, by the way.
This is humongous.
Yeah.
It is. Like, that's wild, you know? Like, I'm under his authority. Even the kings, the presidents, everybody, you know?
I mean,
he just defeated death.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's not partial. It's not depends on where you live. It's on heaven and on earth, says the Bible, everywhere. And then, so this makes the resurrection like it. Oh yeah, it's like if he did this, like yeah, it happened obviously. Okay,
Nobody
and then
else.
Marlon, what happened after that? What does it say in the Bible after that?
so he's risen, and he's telling his disciples, he's telling everybody to go and make more disciples. Right? He's telling them, hey, you know what? I'm risen, and I'm telling you now what you need to do. Now that I'm gonna go, is to go and make disciples. He didn't try to like. He didn't say anything else but to go tell people what I have taught you and baptize them. That's all. That's what he said. He's like, okay, well, now go.
Exactly.
That's the mission.
What's going on in this time, like, so Jesus resurrected and everything. He went, talked, he showed a bunch, like 500 people or something, showed the holes, showed everything on his feet, his hands, everything, the scars that he had, all that stuff, showed up to a bunch of people, so there was witnesses and everything.
Craziness, like he was transporting himself
it was
from
just-
everywhere, going like through walls,
omnipresent.
like dude was just being the coolest,
Yeah.
and he was showing it to multitudes.
Exactly. So all this happens, and tells the disciples, "Hey, meet me here in this side of this mountain." So that's where he's talking to them, and then that's where he tells, "All authority is given to me in heaven and on earth." And then he tells them, "Go make disciples." He doesn't say build institutions. He doesn't say go create a religion, go make a humongous church and everybody goes there. No, he didn't say that. Because that's not what Christianity is. That's not what the Bible is. It's not even. It's just God.
Share what I have done. Like
Exactly.
literally, just go and share.
Straight up.
He said, "Make disciples, teach them, and baptize them."
Disciples literally means just followers, by the way.
Followers.
Exactly. So it's not about following, it's not about rules and stuff. It's about relationships and transformations in people's lives.
Yeah, like the same way that Jesus was going, caring for people, listening to the needy, healing them. That's what Jesus was telling them. Give them the truth. Give them that freedom. Give it to them. Love on them just the same way like I did. That's
Yeah.
what he's telling us to do now.
And he also made a personal promise with us. It wasn't like, "Oh, I'm with your church. It's fine. I'm with y'all."
He's like,
No,
"Y'all got that.
it was,
Y'all got
"I'm with you
Y'all got that.
and you personal." It wasn't this group of people. Like, I'll show up.
Yeah.
No, it's I'm with you always to the end of the age.
Yeah. Remember
Forever.
like the veil being torn?
Yeah,
Literally, it made it personal now. Like, you don't have to go here to find me. I am right next to you.
He's not absent. He's present. He's here with us. All right. So this whole Matthew 28, there's so much happened on
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
so much.
the key things that are presented to us is there's an empty tomb, there's eyewitness testimonies, there's a failed cover-up, there's a universal claim of authority, there's a global mission for all of us, and there's a personal promise.
Yeah.
Christianity is not, it doesn't begin with ethics, doesn't begin with all these type of things, but it begins with an event. With Jesus being crucified, resurrected, and then telling us what to do now after he's gone from this world in his human form. The resurrection changed everything for everybody, for this whole world, for everything.
Yeah.
And we gotta do it. We gotta do what we were told.
Facts.
We all have access to it. Nothing we do can take away that from us. It's just a decision that you say, Jesus, I believe, even though they try to cover it up, I believe you have all authority.
Yeah.
And I want to be your follower. I want to love you and love others the way you love me. And I need you in my life. That's all we have to say.
Yep.
Well, guys, if you want to continue tuning in every Friday at 10 a.m., you can find us again at our YouTube at ADAW Podcast. And that's the same for Instagram and TikTok. And if you want to learn more about Jesus and know that he's with you always, go to follow.lifeword.org.
Yes.
Spanish or Ukrainian now.
Yeah.
So,
And we're coming with season 2 of Another Way podcast. We gotta get high for that.
Yes, y'all, there's so much things brewing right now. Like, there's so many changes, and we're so excited for you to be part of it, to be part of this community, because ADAW is a place for you. It's a place where we have real conversations about life and what Jesus wants from us.
Yeah. It's a place for sinners because none of us are perfect.
Yeah.
Far from it.
if you're
So-
perfect, you can't join.
And hey, nobody is.
Yep.
See you every Friday at 10 a.m. Bye.
Bye.
Season 2.
Yeah.